Hey everyone, this is J.K. Whitehead from the Baseball Rebellion, here to give you a little taste of an online client that I've worked with before, and this is about a 6-month period here, and he went through all of our moves, our progression work, some upper body stuff as well, but a kid who loves baseball and who loves to hit the ball hard, and he was able to transform himself and make some big adjustments over some time. Now, again, I say over some time. Time kind of depends on work ethic and attention to detail and stuff like that, and really buying in. And he did a really good job of that and made some pretty drastic changes in like about a half a year, like I said. So we're going to start off with the video on the left. This was his eval video. Hitting up the swing away in the garage in both these videos, obviously. So same type of ball and everything. Nothing's changed with that. You can see from his stances, little cosmetic changes with the hands and kind of in their starting position. Not a whole lot with the lower half. He enjoys the open stance, which is fine. But basically, just like any baseball rebellion, softball rebellion athlete, we want them to be athletic and be aggressive. And he had pretty good intent. He wants to hit the ball hard. As I take him through his eval swing here, you can see he changes that spine angle as he picks his knee up. We promote the leg kick. So that was something that I liked right away from what he did. You can see in the latest video here, he has a very similar move, a little more back than anything else though, as opposed to going up, but a pretty good job either way of getting the body prepared at the beginning to get moving forward. And here he does that as well, so he wasn't afraid to really move his body, which is good to see. You see a lot of kids who are afraid of that forward movement, so that was good. But the thing about his swing that was really possibly career changing, but season changing and amount of fun changing is his ability to swing up fast from behind the ball. And it all comes from when he goes forward here. You're going to see after his foot plants, you're going to see a pretty good amount of movement forward through his swing. So you can see his back foot moves a whole heck of a lot. He's really up on that front leg at the end. So at the end, he's very tall, head over front leg, and you see his back foot is not even really supporting him here at all because he's on the kind of the top of his toes and more like a golfer there. And that's not a position any hitter wants to be in. Now off the swing away, he's not going to miss the ball, but it really comes back to how he would get behind the ball in a game. So because of the changing posture through his swing and the slightly closed front side, as you can see right there, you can see his knee and his foot not opening as well as it needs to be. He's pretty limited on how early he can get behind the ball. So you can see as his barrel travels, as he's swinging here, his barrel takes a while to really get behind the baseball. So even right here, his barrel hasn't got behind this ball yet. It's not between the catcher's mitt and the baseball. And right about here, you can see it finally does get there. And again, that might not seem like a lot, but as you get older and as he's an older player now, it matters a whole heck of a lot because your ability to be fast and behind the ball allows that extra time to see the ball, make better choices, walk more, strike out less, but also obviously hit the ball really hard a lot, which is really the name of the game, and elevate it out of the infield to whatever your capability might be, whether that's a single, a double, or a home run. We just want to find out what we can do for ourselves. So you're going to see, bringing back to when his foot's to the ground, as he goes forward now, he likes to get that bat around his head, but he does a pretty good job of getting it going the right way. So when he lands now, you can see a much more aggressively opening hip and front side. So that front hip is opening and allowing the knee and foot to open as well. So because he allows that to happen now, he's much freer to turn. And then the biggest change really is maintaining that head back through his swing. So you're going to see him really do a much better job of not what we call maybe leaking forward. He still lets his back foot move, but it's allowing it to come up through his turn. Now you can see his finishes are going to look way different. So at the end of this swing, very casually finishing, right, in this next swing and in the new swing, you see him really turning the bat fast behind him. You can see the bat go from kind of still, and you can really see him working the barrel in a turn back behind him. You can see the blurriness of that barrel means that there's speed happening, acceleration happening, and he turns the bat behind him. So his head, for the most part, does a pretty good job of not going more forward through his swing, so he's able to see the ball, back of the ball better, and he's able to work up through the ball a little bit easier. So right here, you can see his barrel really getting back here behind the ball and then being able to work up through it very easily now because of the change in posture and technique, getting behind the ball with speed and accuracy, so he's able to drive through it. Now, of course, he's got some things he's still got to work on. He's still a young player, but you can see the pretty big change in finish here. You can see now nice back leg support, really holding him up. You can see the finish back here. Very Griffey-like, if you will, straight front leg, not leaning up on top of this front leg kind of towards the pitcher, but leaning back more towards the catcher at the end. All started with his ability to get to a better front side. So yeah, this is just a good one example of moving your body better through our progression system using the Rebels rack and using the online service and watching himself. Like you can see the big differences here and really learning from the video, learning from the drills that we teach, and really utilizing, getting better at hitting by not hitting, and learning to feel the body, get better positions, be more athletic, and therefore be a better hitter when it's all said and done. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is just kind of a sneak peek of a player really changing his positions. Obviously, he hasn't grown that much, so there wasn't a big jump in strength or anything. He just became way more aware of how to use his body in a much more aggressive and efficient way, which is going to make him a much more dangerous hitter for years to come. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks a lot, and hope to see you guys again soon.